The fourth quarter is here. You're in the thick of it right now. Now's the time to make sure you squeeze every single sale you can, and you make sure you give your customers an unforgettable experience so they come keep back for you now and through next year. In order to get a bigger basket size and then more sales and more profits, you don't necessarily need to buy more inventory. You need to have smarter merchandising. Want to know how? Stay tuned. Hey there, it's Nichole Simms, the boutique expert. And if you've been in my channel before, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome to the family. I am a retail growth strategist, and I help boutique owners and fashion brands grow to the next level in business through visual merchandising, marketing, sales strategies. I work for tons of brands like Nike, Under Armour, Adidas, Spanx, Porsche Design, and so many more. And I use a lot of those strategies to help boutique owners and fashion brands like yourself grow and scale. The fourth quarter is here. You're in the thick of it right now. So what I want to do for the next couple of weeks is I want to give you guys some strategies on how you can use visual merchandising and some sales techniques to really get over the edge. Today we're talking about visual merchandising to increase your ADS and UPT. If you haven't looked at my video that I have, I'll put it up here, one over here. One of the areas about the KPIs you need to measure your business, with UPT and ADS are your top two. UPT, which is unit per transaction, and ADS is average dollar sale. These are two great metrics that larger brands use and that you need to use as well in your business. And what basically it is, when you increase your ADS, which is your average dollar per sale, which is your average basket size, and you increase how many units you have in that basket size, you automatically increase your sales, thus increasing your profits with minimum to little effort. So today I'm going to go over 4 ways you can make sure you do that now to make sure that you squeeze every single sale you can while giving your customers a great experience. First, we're going to talk about the outfit strategy. Second, we're going to talk about making macro collections. Third, I'm going to give you some brick and mortar visual merchandising strategies to increase your ADS and UPT. Then I'm going to give you some online boutique strategies, because everybody on here should have an online store if you already don't have a brick and mortar. So you have both, one or the other, and give you some online strategies because they work a little bit differently online. All right. So if you really want to know how to get some really great punch for the fourth quarter, stay tuned. So UPT and ADS are really important this time of year, and your visual merchandising needs to reflect that. One of the reasons that UPT and ADS are so important right now is customers are in your stores. The traffic is high, but their attention span is real short. So you want to make sure you have visual merchandising that does the work for them. They don't have to think too much. They can come in and see what they want to see. So ADS and UPT are really important for the fourth quarter because they are really going to dictate to you how well your visual merchandising and your selling is. Now, in a video that I talked about, my KPI video, I talk about how you basically want to try to have a UPT of 3, which is 3 items per every sale. An average dollar sale can vary between your price points. If you have a medium price point, it should be $75 per sale minimum. If you have a higher end price point, it could be $150 to $200 to $300 per minimum, depending on your price point. Right? So you can tell how well you're doing by actually tracking these numbers, and you can tell how well your visual merchandising and your sales are if you're meeting these metrics or not. So UPT and ADS are so crucial right now also because customers are in your store. Your traffic is really high, but their attention span is very low. They want to get in, get out. And the better you merchandise using these principles we're going to talk about, the easier you make it for your customers to make really quick decisions. All right? ADS and UPT come in really handy right now because customers are now looking for bundles. So looking for curated looks. So looking for complete outfits. Looking for all kinds of things put together for them so they can make really quick decisions and knowing they're getting great value for that decisions. Also, one of the problems that happens with boutique owners and fashion brands this time of year is that you start to plateau because your visual merchandising is not giving the guidance that your customers need. It kind of falls flat. You want to make sure your visual merchandising, using the techniques we talk about today, really help your customers close the sale. All right, it's very, very important. So first we're going to talk about the outfitting principle. Okay, so number 1, the outfit method. So the outfit method basically comes down to this, basically also depending on what you sell, how you can do it, but you get the gist of the idea. So it's a top, a bottom, a third piece, an accessory, and a possible add-on. So 5 things that actually increase your UPT right away. So your add-on, your third piece could be a jacket, could be a blazer, or a cardigan. And then your accessory, and then your third piece could be an additional accessory. So if you sell belts and shoes, you can show the belt and the shoe. If you sell belts and jewelry, you show the belts and the jewelry. Okay, so example would be a knit top, a blazer, a pair of jeans, a belt, and a hoop earring. All right, that would be all together. So what you want to do is merchandise this, not just show it on your mannequin, but merchandise it together on the floor. That is key, because you can see the really pretty mannequin, maybe in the window in the front of the store, but if you're making them search for it, they're going to get over it and they're going to leave. Remember, they have a short attention span. They want to get in and out for the most part. All right, so you want to make it easy for your customers to find these wonderful items in your store, and they see this great outfit. Oh, I love that for my sister. I love that for my best friend. I love that for my daughter. And I want it, it's all right there. So you have the knit top is folded right there. You have the blazer on a 4-way. You have a little T-stand with the jewelry and the belt on it. And then you have the jeans folded down nicely on the table as well, or on a 4-way or T-stand. Right there around it, really clean, really pretty, and then so people can find that wonderful outfit and buy it right away. Okay, so the add-on and the accessories and all that really help you with that, because again, you might think, oh, I have this great top and this great outfit, but adding an add-on of the jewelry and accessory boosts your ADS and your UPT automatically. So UPT goes up to 4 or 5, so you can have a $97 sale or $100 sale goes to $150 just like that, $175 just like that. For a minimum effort, you just made more profit by just showing your customers more ideas. Okay, visual merchandising strategy number 2 for increasing your ADS and UPT is the micro collection rule. So I've talked about this before in a previous video about how you can reframe or reframe your product on the floor to really create different collections. So check out that video if you want to get a little bit more detail. But right here, just for the point of it, just to give you some idea, what you can take away now is you want to take 3 to 5 items on your floor and merchandise them together and create a collection. So you merchandise them based by lifestyle, material, season, collection. Those are ways you can actually reframe them. Like I say in the video here, reframe them in a way the customer see it. And what it does, it creates less fatigue for the customer. It makes them, hey, it makes it easier to shop for, it makes it more enjoyable, and they can visualize themselves, the person they're buying for, in that collection. So you can like take a whole bunch of sweaters and maybe some nice puffy coats together and call it Snow Buddy Paradise. All right. You can take a whole bunch of beautiful your dresses, after 5 dresses, and then dresses and satin blazers and velvet blazers and wonderful high heel shoes that you might have all together, and have, holiday party ideas or whatever. So whatever you want to do, you can take things together that you might not have put together when you bought them, but when you look them together, they actually make a nice micro collection for customers to pick easily and say, hey, I love that idea. I can see myself or my friend in that, or my sister in that. I can see them, I have a party to go to this weekend. That's perfect. Or I am going on my Aspen vacation next week, and I really think I'll be really cute in that sweater and that coat. Okay, so you're giving them ideas for themselves and for their gift giving in a way they can see themselves and visualize themselves in that outfit that they didn't think about before. Okay, now I'm going to go specifically in some really good strategies for brick and mortar stores to increase your ADS and UPT this week. So, number 1, it would really be cool if you can make some signs. We just talked about these wonderful curated collections and macro collections that you just created. Create some signs that actually go along with them. It's easy to do on Canva, really easy, really pretty, and print them off and have them really look nice and professional throughout your store that say, hey, manager's pick, or manager special, or winter extravaganza special, something like that, to really bring it to it. Or just say, hey, we talk about the Snow Bunny extravaganza. Whatever you come up with, but put it in there to really create something interest. This is what you'll notice if you go to Macy's, you go to Nordstrom's, they do the same thing. They create these looks or ideas and they sign them with their trends throughout the store to really give it some kind of authenticity. So yes, I created the Snow Bunny extravaganza, but I'm going to really make it a really solid point by making a really nice sign on Canva, putting it there so they know what it is. So it gives a nice visual cue for your customers, and it actually gives it more life on the floor. Next, if you're a smaller store and you don't really have the space to do all this merchandising with a lot of mannequins and have the ability to really group your fixtures together like I suggested, you could do something with a QR code and actually create a lookbook that you do on Canva again. Your lookbook and actually be linked to your online website that you can have a QR code in your store. It's easy peasy. You can go to Bitly, it's free, and create the lookbook on your website, create the link to it, create a QR code, have a nice printed up on Canva, print it up, putting in there. So these are wonderful ideas that you have in your store. And if you want some great ideas to how you can curate it, here's our QR code. Scan this for our lookbook. Okay, for those smaller stores, you still want to use this strategy, but you have the space to execute it. You could do this as well for your store. It'd be a really great idea, and it gets people on your store as well. It gets more traffic to your online store as well. So you're boosting ADS, you're boosting UPT, and you're boosting traffic to your online store and giving them the different curated looks and the themes you created. All right. Number 3 is something that a lot of boutique owners and fashion brands forget: your lighting. Lighting is so important to the sales of your business. I remember when I was in my past lives where I was spending hours on just doing the lighting alone in these stores. All right. So lighting can really draw customers to your high margin areas and to everyone. So if it's well lit and highlighted, customers will automatically be drawn to it. So you want to obviously highlight the things in your windows, but you also want to make sure you have a wonderful focal point in the middle of your store. Make sure that it's really being focused on with your lighting. Highlight your floor fixtures, your tables, the parts on the walls you want people to see. Highlight and draw people to your cash register. All right. So use your lighting. Take some time, really for the next couple of days, and take some time to really look and say, how is the lighting in my store, and am I giving my customers attraction to where I want them to see. You can have a well-lit store, but if you have a beautiful display in the middle of the store or a beautiful wall and it's not highlighted, it might get missed. All right. Number 4 is you also want to make sure, this should go without saying, I've said it before in the past, every mannequin, no matter how many mannequins you have at least 4 items on them. So you have the full outfit plus accessories and even possibly even more accessories. Usually when I talk about mannequins, I say 3 is pretty much the minimum. You want to have 3 items. This time of year, you want to throw it out the window and do 4 or 5. So every single mannequin has at least 4 items on there. That automatically gives your UPT in the back of someone's mind, subconsciously, of a complete look that we just talked about, the curated look we just talked about. Even if it's not backed up in the store, at least you want to make sure that every mannequin touch point has at least 4 items and accessorized. Then you also want to be number 5 is you want to make sure that you're really using your fixturing as full and robust as possible. This is a time, I know it can be a little time consuming. This is the time you need to be folding. Really max out your wall shelves. Really max out your tables. Really max out where you can to fold and show multiple different colors and multiple different styles if possible in your curated collection, because obviously the more colors it comes in, the more options you have in colors and prints in a certain key item, the more you're going to sell. And I talked about this in another video about pricing and using bundle pricing this time of year. So bundles, again, is really, really important. So you could have sweaters, you have 5 colors, 3 for $75. All right, or you have a beautiful t-shirts, 5 for $35, or whatever you can do depending on how the price point it is. But you get the point. But you want to make sure when you do these price bundles that you merchandise them on tables and throughout walls and areas where they're folded down so customers can see the whole breadth of everything that you have. Grab what they want and see it as visually appealing. People can interact with it and it looks great on your floors. Okay. And then lastly, you want to say you have impulse buys towards your registers and kind of throughout your store if possible, but towards your registers. You've been there, you've been to an Ulta store or Kohl's, department stores where Marshalls, or while you're walking to a walk-in waiting in line to check out, there's all this other stuff there. That's what that's for. It's for impulse buying, and it's for increasing UPT and ADS for that store. That's what it's there for. It's to get you thinking about something else you didn't think about. Okay, I came in with my 2 things, or I came and got my 3 things. Oh, I didn't see that you have lip gloss on here. Or I didn't see you have a really good, cute nail polish or perfume bundle. All right, that's what those are for. So you want to do the exact same thing. Have some impulse buys at your cash register. Actually, if you can, have little bowls or little fixtures throughout your store for impulse buys on top of all the accessories and add-ons that you have. That's going to increase your UPT and, again, can increase your ADS. Okay, now the online strategies to increase your UPT and ADS. Number 1, the lookbook that I mentioned before with the QR code either in store, or if you don't have the QR code, then you actually create an actual lookbook section on your website. So you can use all the curated micro collections that you came up with, pull them all together. I know it might be like a lot going on right now, but have one of your associates or one of your marketing people come in, grab the looks, take photos, and make the lookbook really quickly as you can, and upload it on the website. I'm telling you, it'll be worth it. And then you have a lookbook on there that says, hey, holiday lookbook, or whatever you want to call it. And I actually could do this throughout the year, throughout different seasons and different ways you can do that. So that'd be really great. But you want to have the lookbook, and you want to have its own page on there, and then maybe on the home page have a little snippet to kind of like, hey, check out our holiday lookbook, or check out our snowboy lookbook, or check out our sale lookbook, whatever you want to call it, and then have a link to that. But that's a really, really first and key. You want to get that in there and really showcase all the ways they can stylize and put things together in your micro collections. All right. Number 2, which is really fun, is you can do a 4-photo carousel on your homepage. This is really, really good. So it gives you a way to actually get some more interaction and some movement, and actually give them more involved and more interested in your products. So the first picture on the photo will be a complete style, so something from the lookbook, most likely, a complete outfit. Number 2 would be actually a still really nice, beautiful photo of one piece of the outfit, or 2 pieces that you put on a flat lay of the outfit. Number 3 will be up close to show detail. Let's say you have a really nice blinged out blazer, really has really great stitching on a dress or something. You want to kind of focus on that detail for number 3. And number 4, you want to have a lifestyle photo. So with lifestyle photo, gives them opportunity to see that outfit in their life or in the life of the person they're buying it for. So you have this going on a carousel on your homepage over and over again. So I'll probably would switch it out, maybe have a 1 this week, 1 next week, and then 1 during the week of Christmas. All right, we're really, really great to have actually 1 afterwards for a different kind of lifestyle. But you want to showcase the look, give us some nice detail up close, and as well as showing a lifestyle that they can use. Number 3 is something that I love to talk about. I give all my clients this advice is 1, you want to have you may also like on all your product pages, and 2, before you check out. So number 1, you may also like. So this is something that I always preach about when I'm talking about redoing someone's online store, and when I give my online assessments, is this is a way to create more interest in your store, to actually talk about more of what you sell, plus somebody to know about, and to keep them shopping on your store online. So let's say throughout the lookbook they find a blazer that they like. They click the link to the blazer. Now they're reading about the blazer. They put it in their cart. And then the bottom of that blazer product page, you have you may also like. So these could be items that actually go along with the blazer that complement it, or it could be something that they didn't know you sold, like shoes, like a hat, like purses. Oh, you sell hats as well? So they click on the hats. Now they're still shopping on your online store, and they like the hat, so now they add the hat to the basket. Now your basket goes up, and they know more about you and your brand, and they're shopping longer on you. The longer they shop with you, the more they're going to buy. All right, so that's a really great way to boost your UPT and ADS. Another way is before you check out. So when they click the checkout page, now the checkout page, say, hey, before you check out, did you know about this great lip gloss that we have? Did you know about our great earrings? Did you know about our great nail polish bundle? Something that's really nice and complimentary to almost any kind of purchase and a great price point that there's impossible for them to say no to. So then hey, they saw something else you did that they didn't know that you buy. They click on that, they shop that, all right, and then now they're on your online store even longer, and then they click that to their cart. Now their cart goes even more. So you've raised your ADS, UPT just by having some prompts on there to really direct your customers to where they want to go. Really easy. Okay, number 4 is something that I also do with my clients a lot, and this is my favorite thing to do, especially during holiday seasons, is to having curated pages. So kind of similar to what we talked about making micro collections, but now online you can go a little bit deeper. Now online you can do actually curated things by theme, or by overall common denominator. So what my client did is that she has a lifestyle brand. So she sells houseware, she sells office wear, she sells apparel, shoes, accessories, so a little bit of everything. And so what we do at the holiday season, Christmas time, is instead of having just gifts, together, she actually makes different kind of themes and collections based on what all the gifts have in common and gives them a really cool name. So one thing she did was like posh home gifts. So things are a little luxury, a little high end for your home. And then she did athleisure gifts. Athleisure is a really big thing. So things that all have to do with athleisure, comfortable, really stylish, athleisure active wear, but a little more edge to them. And then she talked about beauty gifts. Everything was beauty, so really nice lipsticks and makeup gifts, as well as eyeshadow, really beautiful eyeshadow palettes, things that are really different and really unique. And then she had luxe gifts, so things a little more luxurious side of things. So that's going to be really, really important. What you can do, my bad. What you can do, and you actually have a way. So someone comes to your store and they want athleisure wear only. They're not interested in anything else you have, but they want some really nice athleisure gifts. You have athleisure gifts for her. Boom. They go on there, they can find it. Or they want some things for the home, posh home gifts. They already, these are nice gifts, so a little higher end home gifts, but they want something for someone's home or their own home, and they go there. Or they go to something that says, hey, she had one second had the CEO Babe. So the CEO Babe, so you don't understand, CEO Babe was a curated collection of things for someone who's either an executive or a business person, or they're a business entrepreneur, and they have gifts that actually geared toward that person. All right, so really easy ways to find things all on one common denominator. It's really fun, was very successful. So a way if you could take that theme thing we talk about brick and mortar and actually be a little more interested in it. So these are ways you can actually boost your ADS and UPT on your online store, all visually, and really make it a great experience for your customer. Okay, there you have it. I know this video was a little bit longer than I normally do, but I really want to make sure I give you guys some really good tips and some techniques and some value, so you really have some great things to build upon for this season and going on to next year. So to recap, number 1, you want to make sure you do the outfit method for your building your UPS and ADS. So you have items, at least 5 items, top, bottom, accessories, a third piece, and some add-on items throughout your store and on your mannequins. Number 2, you want to have micro collections where you take 3 or 5 items, you put them together, and create a theme that someone can see themselves in a certain lifestyle based on a certain type of criteria that you might have. Number 4, I talked about some in-store only strategies like your lighting, using a QR code for your lookbook back online, impulse buys, and making sure that you have signage that really calls out these themes you talked about, as well as your mannequins being layered all the way through. And then number 4, I talked about online strategies like having the lookbook itself, having curated pages with different kind of themes that you create of different kind of items that have the same common denominator, you have the carousel, and then of course my favorite, when you may also like in the bottom of your product pages, as well as before you check out, to give them more ideas for things they can buy before they check out. These are really great strategies. They work, and I hope that this is valuable video to you. I hope you stayed the whole time, and if you did stay the whole time, will you drop me a message in the comments and put visual tips? If you did stay the whole time, put the words visual tips, and I would love to know who actually stayed here. I know it's a little long, but there's really some things you take away from. And as always, you can please share with a bit of boutique bestie, and subscribe to the channel to get more value like this, to make sure you have everything you need to have a successful business. And if you want some help with all of this, my CEO boutique bundle is still on sale. I'm still selling that on a holiday price right now. Click the link below and you can get it. Click to that. It's going to have tools. It has my new book, AI Modern Retail. I actually give you some AI methods to get through all this stuff, to do it for you, as well as some great visual tools and a visual toolkit to help you plan out and utilize to actually really execute what we just talked about. So click the link below, like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye.